By no means am I a breastfeeding expert. The reason that I want to share my experience with breastfeeding is because going into nursing with Luke and now nursing Elizabeth, I've had two extremely different experiences, which you can find that information in my first video, which I will link down below. So I just want to share, I do believe that fed is best. I am not like a proponent of one or the other. I like sharing because it makes me feel connected and less alone in my challenges or in my victories when I can share and other people are having similar experiences. So that's why I like to share. So I'm not an expert, I'm simply sharing my personal experience. Hey, thanks for checking out this video and stopping by my channel. I am going to be talking about a motherhood topic today, as you can tell from the title of this video. It's going to be about breastfeeding my daughter. I wanted to give an update. I will link my first video that I did on breastfeeding in the information box below. If you like content on topics regarding motherhood, family, lifestyle, beauty, and faith, then you'll definitely want to subscribe to my channel because that's what it's all about over here. I wanted to share a little bit more about my breastfeeding journey because my first breastfeeding video was really well received. I love sharing because I love to hear your thoughts as well. It makes me feel connected when we can share on similar experiences that we have had. I've come a long way from when Elizabeth was first born, and I did my first video when she was just like 3 or 4, I think she was like 4 to 6 weeks old or something like that. Elizabeth just turned 8 months old and she is doing really well. She is healthy and she's starting to do some really cool things. She's still nursing really well and really enjoys nursing. And I am still really enjoying the nursing process. So a little bit of what we have going on right now for a routine. When I wake up in the morning, I feed her after I kind of get her changed and awake, then I feed her. And then I normally sit with the kids on the floor and I pump for about 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how everyone's temperament is that day. And I pump and then I put the milk in the freezer. I am working part-time right now outside of the house, and that stockpile in the freezer allows me to be able to work. And I, for my own sanity, I like to have that stockpile in the freezer because it personally would make me feel stressed knowing that I have to go to work tonight. If for some reason I was pumping and wasn't producing enough milk, it would make me feel really stressed. So I just like to have that in the freezer, and then I pump every day to make sure that my milk is kind of flowing and I have that production. A couple weeks ago, I took a few weeks off from pumping every single day, and it did really affect my milk supply in terms of that time in the morning when I pumped. So getting back on that routine this week was challenging because the first 3 days that I pumped, I was getting a very small amount of milk. Now actually today was my first day and I filled both of my small bottles while pumping, so that made me feel really good about getting back on that routine. But when I don't pump regularly in the morning, it does affect my milk supply. So I try to be diligent, even though it is a little bit challenging sometimes. I try to be diligent about pumping every day, putting that milk in the freezer, and then it's good to go for work or date nights. For example, Tyler and I are going on a date tonight and I don't have to worry, there's milk in there, and then I will pump tonight when I get home as well. So that's kind of my routine and where we're at. And in terms of how many times Elizabeth feeds throughout the day, I haven't really thought about that, but I would say off the top of my head, maybe like 6 times a day-ish, something like that, maybe more, 6 to 10 times a day, maybe. I don't really think about how many times she feeds during the day because we don't really have a schedule. Some days she naps twice a day, some days she naps once a day. We've had a couple days where she's had one huge nap in the middle of the day, and some days she naps 3 times a day. It is very challenging for me to think about getting her on a routine. With Luke, it was the complete opposite. He was so structured in his routine and regimented. With Elizabeth, it's not like that at all. So I don't have a routine. I just feed her on demand whenever I think she's hungry, and that's what we do. One thing that we have run into in terms of a challenge is she has started to get teeth. She has 2 teeth on the bottom, and when she was getting those teeth, I did get some bites a couple times, and obviously that hurt. And I started Googling and wondered if this was when I needed to stop nursing her. But I pushed through that. I can definitely understand why some people would stop nursing then, because it hurt. Like, I almost wanted to cry a few times because it hurt so bad. So I pushed through that, and now it doesn't really happen. It's happened like here and there over the past couple of weeks, but it doesn't really happen. When she gets more teeth, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. The way that I've really kind of gone into nursing with Elizabeth is more relaxed, and I just try to go with the flow. We ran into some challenges when she started to get teeth, but I just kind of pushed through that and grit and bear it, and we seem to have come through that tunnel. And I'm sure that we'll have more kind of challenges as she starts to get more teeth. A lot of people are asking me now, she's 8 months old, Heather, when are you thinking that you're going to stop nursing? I have no idea. I don't know when I'm going to stop nursing. I am really, really enjoying nursing. A lot of times in the middle of the day, if Luke and Elizabeth have nap time around the same time, I will put Luke down, and then I will nurse and hold Elizabeth for the whole time that Luke is sleeping. So that could be anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. Elizabeth has always loved being held. So when she was tiny, when I would put her down, she would wake up, and then I would continue nursing her, and we just kind of got into this groove of me holding her and nursing her the entire time that Luke naps in the afternoon. And at first that was really, really hard for me because, like I said, Luke was so different. When he napped, I was extremely productive. That was my time in the day to either sit and eat lunch and watch a show or do work, and I just cherished that quiet alone time. So now having Elizabeth, thinking that things are going to go the same way and not having them go the same way and having them go completely opposite, it was very hard for me to adjust to that. But when I just kind of settled into the routine and said, okay, you know what, this might be a phase in my life that is 1 or 2 years long, but that's going to be it. Just enjoy it for what it is. It became so much easier for me to not feel bad about, not getting work done or getting the extra load of laundry done or prepping dinner or whatever it was. I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to enjoy this for what it was. But it took me a while to sink into that. So now I'm fully sunk into it. She's 8 months, and now I'm starting to think, I wonder how much more time I have left doing this snuggly routine that we have going on. So I'm just totally enjoying it and embracing it, and that's normally what our, her afternoon nap looks like, is me holding her. And I don't just look at her the whole time. A lot of times I'll pop my headphones in my phone, and once she falls asleep in my arms, then I will watch YouTube videos. That's normally when I watch a lot of my YouTube videos. I love watching YouTube. As much as I am a creator, I love watching YouTube. I have so many favorites. I've actually been thinking about doing a blog post on my favorite YouTubers, so you guys can check out some of the people that I follow, but I probably will do that in the future. But anyways, that's kind of what I do, or like I'll do a little bit of social media work while she's sleeping on my phone. Phones are a beautiful thing for that reason. But yeah, so I'm just kind of like sinking into what this phase in my life is. And so when people ask me like, when are you going to stop nursing? I think I'm just going to let Elizabeth lead the way. I got invited to a girls' weekend that was overnight, and I said no thank you to going. I thought it would be so fun. Some really fun girls are going on that trip, but I decided, you know what, I'm just going to stay home. Tyler could absolutely handle everything for the weekend, but I am not ready to be away from Elizabeth that long and have to pump while I'm away. And I just want to really just embrace this phase because I know it's not going to last forever. And now that I have adjusted to everything, I'm really, really enjoying it. When I was pregnant with Elizabeth, I prayed so much that I would be able to nurse because I just wanted a second shot at it. And my vision of it, I really wanted to, have that experience. And so I feel really, really grateful that I am able to have this amazing breastfeeding experience with Elizabeth. That being said, like any blessing, there are responsibilities and challenges that come with that, and some little things that I didn't think about that are a little bit challenging. One being, it's so minor, but I wear a bra almost 24/7, and I am a girl who comes home at the end of the day and I wear my comfies and I take off my bra and I just let myself be free. And when I'm nursing, I always have nursing pads in my bra, and I'm wearing a bra almost all the time. Most nights I sleep with a bra on. So that was something that I didn't think about and wasn't really prepared for. Super minor, but just, you know, the things that we don't really always talk about, that was one of the things that I didn't think about or realize. I would also say that it's restricting in terms of wardrobe. This dress that I have on today, it's so pretty. I love it so much, and I'll wear it for date nights and girls' nights, but I wouldn't wear it when I have to nurse Elizabeth, because any dress that doesn't open at the top, I can't feed her conveniently. So wardrobe, you kind of have to think about that. So it's a little bit restricting that way, but in so many ways it's a blessing. Financially, it's a blessing not buying formula. We bought formula with Luke, and you know, we are blessed that we can afford to do that, but it's definitely a financial blessing to not have to buy formula. And yeah, I love the snuggles. I love the closeness, and I know that I had that closeness with Luke, feeding him a bottle, but for Elizabeth, our experience is a little bit different, and that's great too. So that's where I'm at. I don't know when I'm gonna stop breastfeeding. I am really enjoying the process, and I'm just gonna kind of continue to let Elizabeth lead the way. She is a little bit of the queen of the household right now, and I'm okay with that. And I am grateful for, you know, all of the experiences that has come with becoming a mom of two. So thanks for checking out this video. I would love to hear your breastfeeding experiences, feeding experiences in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on this topic, because it is an important topic, and we all us mothers have different experiences, because we're all unique, and our children are unique, and our families are unique. So I would love to know your experience. Please share them if you feel comfortable. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said, if it's your first time to this channel and you have an interest in faith and family and beauty and fashion, please subscribe so that we can continue to get to know each other a little bit better. I'll see you next time. Bye.